Before the break, we decided that they had brown eyes, didn't we? No, blue eyes.
No, blue eyes.
That they had blue eyes. So, if they have blue eyes, then we can get rid of this one. Because no, we can't, because I'm looking at their hair colour. Dan, Muppetry, they're still in play, and I bet it's them. Is that meant to say eyes? It's iris scan. I read that as. So blue, that's possible. Brown, you're out, my friend. Brown, you're out, and you're blue. So we're down to 3 people. Checking the other page. That there we go. So there's just 3 people that currently satisfy all of the criteria. Getting there.
Most enjoyable list.
It's 4 mini cases, and they're all satisfying, which is excellent. Right, which one do you want me to open next? Which one do you want?
This is like on Only Connect when Victoria says, "Which one would you like?" and there's only one left. And yeah, I'll have the one in your right hand, please.
That is the correct hand. Well worked out.
Actually, the closed envelope.
Murder number 4. All the bodies this week.
Murder number 4, please.
And that wouldn't be out of place in a Primark, would it? The Great Turkish Library. To whom it may concern, the following books you have checked out of the Great Turkish Library remain overdue. Possession is the law. How to avoid paying fines. Now that's a library book. And the best ways to steal from libraries. That's brilliant. Before checking out any further books from the library, you will be required to return these books and pay a fine of 2,300 lira, which is more than those artifacts, those antiques. It's an expensive fine. We hope to see you at the Great Turkish Library again soon.
Why do I get the feeling these books are never going back to the library?
Because there is indeed this. The Great Turkish Library. What was that, Matt?
That there's been a murder.
Hey.
A moida.
Time at scene 2019. Call received at 20:06 reporting a fight between a librarian and another individual at the Central Library. 2 officers were dispatched. On arrival, the officers found a group of people surrounding the librarian's desk in the centre of the library. The librarian, Yasser Dursun, was on the floor being tended to by 3 colleagues with a severe wound to the head. The officers called for an ambulance, but on arrival the medics found that he had entered cardiac arrest. The librarian died on his way to the hospital. Witnesses said that someone had approached the librarian and demanded to see a rare book which was being kept in a secure room in the basement of the building. Witnesses said the librarian had asked the individual to keep their voice down, sending them into a wild rage, leading them to attack the librarian and take the key to the secure room. Officers entered the secure room and found a peculiar symbol daubed on the wall, and the symbol this time is that. Actually, I'm going to say that. Feels better that way. Nothing on the back. That's today's symbol number 4. What they could ascertain was that something had been taken from a previously secure box in the room. Further investigation led to the discovery of a voice note on a dictaphone.
Oh.
Okay, I'm going to load that up. Okay, turkey.com/9G4T. Okay, 24 seconds. Here is the voice memo from the dictaphone.
Testing. Oh, I hate voice notes. They are very much the audiobooks of linguistic communication. Anyway, if you're hearing this, I suppose it's because I'm dead. But don't worry. If someone does come for me, then I have a great plan, even if they do get the key. Imagine being so stupid that you thought that the key was the most important secret that we are protecting.
Okay. It just stops there, so that's interesting. A letter from the library was found clutched in the hand of the librarian, but seems to bear no relevance to the case. Forensics discovered a single strand of hair on the key to the secure room, which they believe came from the head of the perpetrator. See analysis of the strand of hair in the file. Here is said analysis. The crime scene lacked much forensic evidence, but a hair was recovered from the key. We sent the hair off, and we now have seven something grams per milligram of pheomelanin, and then there's eumelanin of what is 18 minus 7 these days, Thibaut?
Oh, 11 normally.
Thank you. I didn't know if it had changed. I just wanted to
I
make
mean,
sure.
who knows? Who knows really these days?
We'd better consult our guide, hadn't we? It's going to be here. There's Morse code. So we need to look at hair follicle testing. The pigment of a person's hair is one of the first characteristics one notices about them, ranging from black, brown, blonde to red. The diversity arises mostly from the quantity and ratio of the dark brown eumelanin and the reddish brown pheomelanin. The more eumelanin a hair contains, the darker it is. For example, if a black hair is 25 of eumelanin, whereas medium brown hair is 15 and blonde hair just 5. The more pheomelanin hair contains, the redder it is, as eumelanin is stronger than pheomelanin. If the hair is less than 50% pheomelanin, the red in the hair won't be noticed. So this is less than 50%. That's 7 out of more than 14. So we ignore that. This has got 11. So that 11 is sort of in between medium brown and black. No, medium brown and blonde. So it'll be a light brown then. So we now know the murderer has light brown hair. And, oh look, it is him, isn't it? Because it's not you, you're blonde, that's too light. And it's not you, you're dark brown. It's you! Hello, Izzik. Izzik, you I'm looking for.
Leave the puns to Matt.
I've never been so insulted in my life. So we know that. But how did this person die and what information are they going to give us? Let's have a look at the books that they with the reference codes. Let's go to the website of the Great Turkish Library.com. Turkey's oldest English language library. Our services. Find a book. Find out more here. I'm just randomly going to click on this. With many of our books, demand outstrips supply. If there's a book you really want to read, you'll just have to wait for it to be returned. All books can be kept for a maximum of 2 weeks before the borrower incurs a fine. So we suggest if there's a title you really want to borrow, you queue up at the library until it's brought back. You can view that to look at anything that's... Okay, right. So let's try and find some books, which was up here. Find a book. Okay. That just takes us to this. All books that have been recently returned. Oh, goodness. Okay, so... Hang on. These remained overdue, so they hadn't been returned. This is what the books are. Possession is the law, how to avoid paying a fine, and best ways to steal from libraries. And we've got reference codes, and they were due dates. Our system, hang on. The Great Turkish Library Reference System. Like most libraries, we categorise our book by assigning them each a numerical code to make sorting them easier. Our codes are split into 3 parts. 2 elements of the code are assigned using closely guarded library secrets, but the third part, interestingly, is inspired by the Dewey Decimal System. The Dewey Decimal System divides all books into one of 10 categories. These categories are then divided into 10 subcategories, which the tab says yes. So...
How many categories go into St. Ives?
Yeah. Sacks, cats. Yeah.
If the library were a book, this would be 79. Always a number below... What? Always a number below 27, the category for this book. In the example above, the book containing the reference .254 will relate to a book about legislation in churches. Below, you can read a full list of what number relates to each topic. So that is what looks like the Dewey Decimal System.
Mm-hmm.
I used to work in a library, fun fact.
I'd
Uh,
love to.
there were lots of books.
Controversial.
And books are heavy. Anyway, so we can look at your. I love librarians. They are fully underrated as people and as a profession. Can I just say, hugely underrespected and underappreciated. So if we take the reference code 93.16.345, we can look at 345, and we've got criminal law, which makes sense given the book is called Possession is the Law. Don't understand the 93 or 16 parts, but that makes sense. That's criminal law. 332, how to avoid paying fines. 332 is financial economics, yeah. And the best way to steal from libraries, 345, criminal law again. Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Marky would like you to give us your best shush from the library.
Shh!
Well, I'm convinced.
And with a little bit of spittle, so it's official. Okay.
It's not a climate-controlled library then.
The library used to be next to the Whitley sewage plant.
Oh,
So it had its own ventilation system for the very purpose of so that we didn't have to smell it, because it was they did eventually enclose it, but it was those open vats, you know, the round stuff that you see sometimes. Oh, absolutely terrible smell. It was the Whitley whiff, if you know of Reading. Absolutely horrendous. But inside the library, you couldn't tell.
nice.
So I don't understand. If the library were a book, this part would be 79. I don't understand that. Always a number below 27.
What are our first numbers on the 3 books? It was 19. What was 19?
93, 11 and 04.
Okay. Oh, I've got it.
Oh, have you? Give me a hint.
All the information you need is right there in that table.
When you at this table. Oh, 1993. It's the year 2011, 2004. Thank you. Okay, so that's that. 1682. Always a number below 27, which means it's always 1 to 26, which implies A to Z.
True. Yep.
16 is P, 8 is H, 2 is B.
Oh, first letter of the book.
Ah! Teamwork. I had not spotted that. PHB. Okay, good. So we've now worked out the
Code.
code. Why did we need to work out the code?
I don't know. That's the bit I've forgotten now.
We didn't really know.
So I guess 79 was when the library opened. 23 is T, is it? So that'd be no X, Y, Z. U.
Just for completeness' sake, you could go to the history page.
Oh, okay.
1979 was opened, yeah. Since the mid-libraries, our libraries use the Dewey Decimal System, which you can learn more here. Erdi Akka, his daughter, took over from him. Okay. We're trying to work out what's been taken, aren't we? Really, because we don't know what's missing.
Which book? Yes.
Actually, no, we're looking for a specific book, because then that will be an instruction to the 4th key.
Yes.
So that's what we need to do. We have this whole recently returned books thing. We should probably... History of Cadmos AI.
Very cool.
That's season 2. How to spell anything perfectly. Housing houseflies. Oh, these are genius. Danger close. How to shut broken doors. Dealing with difficult decks. A guide for croupiers. Dictionary of Common Lexicon. Do not do that. What else have we got? Painting yourself into a corner. Techniques for frescoes. Platypus breeding habits. A study. Plummet. A quick ride to study surviving parachute failure. Oh dear. Yeah, let's have a listen to that voice memo again.
Testing. Testing.
Testing.
Oh, I hate voice notes. They are very much the audiobooks of linguistic communication. Anyway, if you're hearing this, I suppose it's because I'm dead. But don't worry. If someone does come for me, then I have a great plan, even if they do get the key. Imagine being so stupid that you thought that the key was the most important secret that we are protecting.
Let's turn it twice, though, which is just very suspicious. 12 reasons why the Byzantine Empire was not an empire. X marks the spots. Yes, you yam. 50 delicious yam recipes. Oh, I would, yeah. Yeah, I'd hide that.
Oh, sorry. I've just had a...
A yam-related incident?
No, not as far as I'm aware. I don't believe we have any yams.
Zebras.
Yeah.
Nature's greatest killers.
Yeah, if you start at the A's and then have a look at the titles.
After now, but before then. Always do the opposite. And then do the red.
Yeah, so I think we're going to need to find a particular book, because that's our instruction is
Blue always comes first, but not the second or third. So we're getting lots of instructions, but we need to know which specific one.
Mm-hmm. Do not do that. And he talks about imagine thinking the key is the most important thing in our collection or something.
Is it green? I am loving these some of these things.
Is there anything about keys? There is the word key under K, but it's not really. It's key date.
Yeah, key dates in Tunisian history.
Framing Roger Rabbit. These are brilliant.
Second is never first. Sol for X. Southern is always first. Super yacht maintenance for beginners. So.
You want a little bit of a pointer?
A tiny bit.
Oh, I'm just enjoying looking through these. But go on. If you think we need
You've
it.
failed to do something fundamental.
Oh, what have we missed? Okay.
Have I not turned the page over on something? I've not.
Oh no! Sadster, where were you?
I hate Matt, and I hate myself even more. Okay. On the back of this, recently returned. 0815929.
Ah.
It wasn't in the envelope, Marky. I'm not having that. Oh. So, 929. Let's have a look at what 929 is. 929 is about genealogy, names, insignia. We know that it's a book from 2008 and that 15, which is O, it begins with O. So it's a book from 2008 and it's about genealogy. So it's got to be that one.
We can't see it.
Or that one. It's one of two. Over the hill, mountain climbing for geriatrics. or after the youngest or oldest. That's what it is. That is our instruction.
Oh yes, because we didn't mention a young one or something before. Or...
It gives us
the third oldest.
Yeah, it gives us this. The purple key must not be turned. The third oldest key cannot be turned immediately before or after the youngest or oldest, when the blue has already been turned, or when the red has not been turned, and then daughter shouldn't be there anymore. So I
guess the purple key must not be turned when the blue key. Do they lead on as well?
Oh, yes, Foggy's right. I missed that.
Oh yeah.
Oscar winners of the 20... Yes, it was. Absolutely. Hey Shady, good afternoon, good evening. Hope you're doing well. It was lovely to play games with you on Sunday. We met up in real life. And then we both played Portal co-op in a pub. It was great fun. There were several of us there. We did quite well.
Oh, Shady has news. Is this something they can share at the chat, do you think?
Oh, I have absolutely no idea. Let's find out in a minute. Okay, so we now know who the murderer is. We know it is Isaac Sakan. Tell us your news, Shady. You're an affiliate.
Ooh.
Whoa!
Applause.
That's incredible. Well done, Shady. Well done. Enjoy the 7 cents of ad revenue that is going to come your way. Good work. You should follow Shady. They do lovely games. They're currently doing Bloodborne on a Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So what? That's me. Oh yeah, because I did. Helps if I does it work like that? There we go. Oh yes, they were doing Dragon Quest XI, which I have for the Switch, and therefore I am not watching him. But otherwise I would be. I just don't want spoilers. Okay, we know who it is. What was the other question that we needed to answer? There were 2 questions. Which of our suspects is the murderer? Where is the hidden shrine they're heading to located? Okay. They say a murderer sort of circles around, don't they? Because one of them is there. The Great Turkish Library is circled in red. So we've got 1, 2, and 3. And we didn't make a note of number 3. That was at the home of... Nope, that's Professor Burb. That's not that one. Why have I put you there? Put you in there. Bank of Molveria, Tasvir's sock, which is here. So, and I can zoom in for this bit. He says, whoop.
Ah!
So it's here, 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 and here. Those are the 4 places. There, 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 and there. And I'm sure it's got to be relevant. That we know where these things are. In the middle of it, there's the Tomb of Tengi and Suleiman's Crypt. But which one would it be? It is there, and there. Tasvir, Bezkilir, and Great British, and then that one. They literally line up. Those literally line up. That is on a straight line between there and there. That is on a straight line between there and there.
And the library's in between the other.
And absolutely, yeah. So what does that mean? Can we just tell her it's one of these 2 places?
Too much effort.
I mean, she's on the ground. You look for yourself, love.
So we've got those symbols to look at, haven't we? Can we put those all together, perhaps?
That's a fun
Why is the library circled? Do we know?
It was already circled when I got it. That's why.
No, that's fine. I just wanted to...
that was not me. I would actually like to point out that was not me.
No.
It's far too neat.
Yes. So this is one of the symbols.
Looks like an E.
Matt, small thing. If I mix up which symbol is which, is it going to be a problem?
Not that I'm aware of.
Good.
Although if you want to rebuild it afterwards,
I do, but
to that effect.
Good. I'll get that. So we've got. You're going to zoom back up again now. Whoop!
Oh, Caroline's
got it.
on fire. I think Meredith and Caroline are between them or nailing this
I'm
case.
Deliberately not looking then.
That's fine.
Is it something to do with the map?
Yes. I mean, you zoomed out pretty quick as I was looking at it, but I believe that what she thinks is correct. So, yeah, I think you're right, Caroline. Yes, you are. Yeah.
Oh, maybe. Yes. Yes. That. Look at that symbol. And look at the shape of these roads.
Mm-hmm.
Those roads are the same shape as that symbol. This looks like it goes there. So we've got there and there. The other 2 shapes are
The other one's underneath the one you just put down.
Oh yes.
Gosh, I'd have been there for a while. So we've got here, and then we've got that. Where is that? That is there. But that way round. There, and then we've got that, this, and then we have this. Which shape had that? It's going to go that way round, I think. So that is... Oh, no, that's wrong. Yeah, that way around. So that is that going down there.
So can we sort of trace that shape through a piece of paper or something? The whole shape.
Yeah.
Have you got any tracing paper?
I do from episode 5, but
Amazing.
but it was so the Turkish library. So it starts at the Turkish library, which is here, and then that's the first symbol. That's 1, and then we get to here. He says, "Hang on." I could definitely do this one. Let me do that one, which is that way around there. And we've got this one, which is here, there. And then we go up to the professor's thing, which is here. So those are the 4 shapes.
So they don't all connect into one shape. They are, yeah, they're individual.
Well, they do in terms of none of them are disconnected.
And where do they?
Oh, but they all meet here.
They all meet, yeah.
Which is Solomon's Crypt. That is Solomon's Crypt. That is there, which is Solomon's Crypt. So I think that is where it is. A suitably cryptic puzzle.
Foggy has made a Star Wars reference, which I don't get. But I did like your pun also.
Thank you for the pity comment there. Let's remove.
I was too busy trying to work that out and didn't really pay attention to what you were saying. I'm sorry.
So we can now email Danielle. We're going to email danielle.h@cofmpolice.co.uk. No. Because I didn't type it right. Subject. Answers. Q1. The name of the murderer is Isaac Sakan. He's going to
Barbados.
Solomon's Crypt. Yep. I'm going to have a cup of coffee. Would you like anything? Whilst I put the kettle on. Good. Let's see, is that right?
Marky V's crept in the crypt, cracked the cryptic, and crept out again.
As long as that's all he's done.
I was going to say, I had to be very careful with that.
Oh dear. Come on, Danielle. Type quicker. Great work, detective. I'm at the crypt now. There's a guard on the door. He's asking for my name. The only person we know who would have access to the crypt is whoever murdered those 4 people. I need you to tell me the name of who killed them. Didn't I?
Oh, so I think it probably only picked up on Solomon's Crypt in that email, and now this one wants the name. I already said.
Listen up.
No. You need to put as per my previous email, which is what is it?
I hope this email finds you equally well. Isaac Sakan is who you should say you are. CC in, yeah. But
Yeah, the whole
BCC
company.
in. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I'll just adjust my boom arm, which has been gradually drooping
I mean-
throughout today.
I presume we're not knowing that. Oh dear, that sounds bad. Drooping throughout. I presume that we don't know the gender of this person, or that the guard, sorry, doesn't know who Isaac is, because we'd be screwed otherwise.
Brilliant. The guard has let me through. I'm so close. Maybe it's easier if you listen in on me destroying the artifact. Oh, okay. Okay.
I'll go to the stream.
We've got an audio message for 1 minute, 25 seconds. Here we go. Here we go.
Okay, Detective. I've made it into the shrine. If we do this next bit right, then we can destroy the artifact.
Ah, Danielle. You made it.
Robert!
You remember me. I'm so flattered.
Well, you did kidnap me and lock me in a cell.
And you managed to escape. So much intelligence on display. Which is why I was so certain that you'd be able to follow our clues to this crypt.
Your clues?
The symbols we left for you. You see, when you stole the artifact, we really were at a loss as to how to get it back. But then I had an idea. I could get you to simply bring it to me. And it worked.
You left those symbols?
Yes, and we killed those people. They did have the keys, so it wasn't completely unnecessary. And now you're here, we will waste no time in using the keys to activate the artifact and achieve our ultimate goal. We really are very grateful. Now, if you wouldn't mind handing the artifact over to one of my colleagues, that would be fantastic.
Well, you'll have to catch me first.
You can hide, Danielle, but we will find you.
Detective, are you there?
No.
I'm sending you a diagram of where the guards are. I need to take them down one by one without being seen. Which one should I go for first?
Okay. Here's a diagram of the shrine that I've scribbled down. I've numbered each of the guards 1 to 5, and I've circled where I am and marked it with a D. Let me know which one to take out first.
So hang on a second. Let me just can I just clarify. So we had the artifact on our possession, or Danielle, sorry. Danielle had the artifact in her possession and went to a place where she thought the keys would be. Is that right? And then
I did say at the end of the last stream, oh, so she's bringing it directly to...
Yeah.
Why not just destroy it? Anyway, yeah. Anyway.
And also, sorry, Robert is stood right next to it and then said, oh, you can run. It's like, could he not just have reached out and grabbed her? I just don't get this.
Maybe resistance is futile. Resistance is futile. Doesn't matter what she does. She will not escape. I think attack number 5 first. Run around the edge and attack number 5, because they're from behind, and then attack number 4, and then number 2.
Like Meredith said, it's like, how did she draw a diagram of the room she's in?
Don't highlight the plot holes.
Oh, sorry.
So
5, yes.
I would say 5, and then 4, and then 2, then 3, then 1. Because she could sort of hide behind pillars, and then they wouldn't see it coming each time, because 3 would be watched by 2, so the only one you can get to is 5? I'm going to type 5. Hologo says 5, so I'm going to blame it on him. New message.
Oh no, she got me.
These
What was that?
these ones are too quick for us to listen to on the stream.
Oh no, she got me.
I tell you what, if you could post a link to the site, then we could play
I don't
them.
think I can on this.
Oh,
you'll
don't
have
worry
to
then.
listen back. Okay, I'm going to go for number 4 and see what happens next. Here's another audio message. It might be worth just trying to listen to it because that was just hilarious. Here we go.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Number 2, I would go for next. Just.
Goodness me!
It's so fun. It's great. I
They
love
are
it.
good.
Number 3 next, because I can't do number 1. Oh, you like this next one, do you, Matt? Oh, incredible. Absolutely incredible.
That's the thingy high
Scream, yeah.
Scream. Yeah. Wilhelm. Yep.
You weren't expecting that tonight. Was that a blood knot falling down a... Oh, Goon reference. Amazing. Okay, we've got a 19-second message, which is either going to be the best epic death or a message from Daniela, or both. Here we go.
Oh, this has not gone the way I planned.
That's the final one down. Well done. I've made it to the altar. There's a large hourglass filled with sand. It looks like the timer will activate when I approach it, so make sure you've investigated everything thoroughly and got what you need. Are you ready?
Oh. Whoa.
I'd quite like to see this artifact before she.
It's true, because we're not actually... Have we seen it?
No.
Don't know.
No,
Right.
I'd like to...
No, never seen it.
So we will have a 20-minute pressurized... I don't think there's anything left to investigate that I could think of. So shall we go for it?
I presume she's going to give us some information on this screen.
We'll have to
When
diffuse it or
you're ready.
something. And
Yeah.
here we go. Oh, hang on. Yes. The third oldest key
Oh yes.
cannot be turned
totally.
immediately before the purple, before or after the youngest or oldest. The purple key must not be turned when the blue has already been turned or when the red has not been turned. Those are our 2 instructions. Here we go. 20 minutes. Here we go.
Great. Let's do this. Be careful, though. I think we're only going to get one chance at this, so don't do anything unless you're sure. All 4 keys are here. Each one is a different colour, and there are 4 slots, labelled from oldest to youngest. I need you to show me which key I need to put in which slot. There's something inscribed in the altar which might help you. You should be able to see it now. The sand started pouring out the timer.
Yes, you've just taken 30 seconds to explain that. Okay. So we've got 20 minutes for this logic puzzle. Should be doable. So we've got the blue key is neither the youngest nor the oldest. The orange key is younger than the purple key, but older than the blue key. Okay, so what colours have we got? We have blue, orange. I'll tell you what. Let's write down my workings so that you can see everything. That'll be a bit of fun, won't it? I haven't got a pen. Right, orange marker. No, go with the blue marker. The blue key. So what colours do we have? We have blue. We have orange, purple, purple, and red. So, oldest, youngest. So there we go. We know that the blue is neither the oldest nor the youngest, so one of those 2 is blue. I probably have a blue, like 4 pens of each of the colours, but anyway. The orange key is younger than the purple key, but older than the blue key. So, therefore, it has to be, we know that blue is either here or here. Purple key is older than the blue key, so therefore purple is either here or here. Sorry, orange is Orange is younger than the purple key, but older than the blue. So it's older than blue. So we know that, orange is one of these two. But the orange key is younger than the purple key. So therefore, purple has to go here.
Yep.
Orange, blue, and then red.
Excellent.
So that's that, and I apologise for my terrible handwriting. Okay, so we've now got that. We know that the purple key must not be turned when blue has already been... Hang on. We don't need that yet. We just need to tell them which key is which one. That's all we need. We don't have to turn it yet.
Yep.
So, oldest key is purple. Second oldest is orange. Third oldest is blue. And the youngest is red. Are we happy with that? Based on purple, orange, blue, red. Purple, orange, blue, red. Submit. New message.
Okay, I've put the keys into those slots and the altar has started to glow. That's got to be a good sign, right? Now we need to figure out what order we need to turn the keys. Use what you collected from each of those cases earlier and let me know. Be quick, but also be careful.
So, purple, orange, blue, red. So they're in oldest to youngest now. That's been updated. So we now know that the purple key must not be turned when blue has already been turned or when the red has not. The third oldest key, so that is this one. The third oldest is orange. The orange cannot be turned immediately before or after those. The youngest or oldest.
Can you put the Danielle's message, the sort of information, that's it, or what she put on the website or whatever?
So there's nothing on the website now. It's just the keys.
What does third oldest mean? Is that...
So third... that's a question.
I hate this. Third oldest is...
Yeah, no, you're right. From the way that it was first oldest, second oldest, third oldest, and youngest on the previous screen. So you're right. The third oldest is actually blue. You're quite right. Okay. So I'll go to change.
Thank you, chat.
So the third oldest key, which is blue, cannot immediately be turned before or after the youngest or oldest. Okay. So that means that this must be first or last, and then this must be third and fourth or first and second. So it's got to be these two together, a gap, and then this one. Because that's the only way that this does not touch, in terms of time, one of these two. Does that make sense?
No.
Good. This cannot be turned immediately before or after either this one or this one. So there has to be another key, the orange, in between this and either this or this. So the only way that works is blue, orange, and then these two, or these two, orange and blue, because otherwise one of them is going to touch blue.
And does that work with when the blue has already been turned or when the red has not been turned?
So the purple key must not be turned when the blue has already been turned or when the red has not.
So the purple has to come before the blue.
Yes.
So it has to be...
So blue is 4, 3, or when the red has not. So red, purple, orange, blue, because then red and then purple, because the red that fits that. So it's red then purple, and then orange and blue. Do we agree? Good evening, Dave. Good evening. I hope you're doing well. And what on earth is that? A lizard? That's what Foggy has. That's good. We're currently in the middle of a logic puzzle. We have 13 minutes to stop a crypt from disintegrating around us. So it's a liquid lizard. Oh my goodness. That's a puzzle I should have worked out. That's a puzzle that I should have worked out. Thank you, Dave. So we're currently we've got these colours of keys and we're putting them in order. So and I had better put them into here whilst we still have time left because we're almost halfway through the time. I think we're probably all right though. So the purple key we turn second. The orange key we turn third. The blue key we turn last, and the red key we turn first. Are we happy?
Foggy agreed, and Caroline agreed, and I'm going to go with you. Yeah.
I have, Dave. That is great news. Okay, and I'm also going to blame Foggy if this is wrong. Yeah. So here we go. We've got a new message. This is what it says.
Detective, we've done it. I can't believe that worked. The artifact's been destroyed. It can never be responsible for people murdering each other ever again. And we've managed to capture all those members of the Children of Shakir. I'm sure the police will be able to catch the rest of them too. Thank you. Thank you so much for all your help. Without you, so many people would be dead. Including me. You're incredible.
Oh, I know. Hooray! Can't believe that worked. Oh, hang on. Oh, okay.
News just in. A murderous gang are behind bars in Turkey in connection with the murders of Claudia Cobb and Angus Phillips at a museum in Manchester. Members of the gang, known as the Children of Shakir, were apprehended in Istanbul following a small explosion which destroyed a priceless artefact. One of the people arrested has been named as British man Robert Hinton. Various other members of the gang have been detained following a global operation. A short time ago, the investigating officer, Detective Sergeant Danielle Higgins, gave this statement.
It is a good day for justice. We have managed to dismantle an extremely dangerous gang who have been responsible for numerous murders over the years. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank the detective who helped me crack the case. I truly couldn't have done it without them.
Heartwarming stuff. In other news...
Oh! Oh, hello, Detective. Thank you so much for helping us solve the Cursed exhibition. This started out as an unsettling case. We should remember Claudia Cobb and Angus Phillips. We are members of the museum who the cult first took. We thought that you'd be investigating supernatural qualities, but as ever, it was humans. You wouldn't have got away from it if it were for the pesky kids. How is your dog, Dave? I'm sorry that I missed you on Sunday. I have seen many pictures of your adorable little puppy. And he looks adorable. What was his name again? I've forgotten. Arlo, wasn't it? Or something like that. We always have more cases to solve. If you're up for the challenge, you can help solve our next case right now. So that is the end of season 3 of the Detective Society. Timo, I know you want to see the artifact.
They've left it to our imaginations, haven't they? And that's just
super shiny, super shiny.